Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
And I'm Brianna Watskus, and we're from the FabriChat.
My daughter and I have owned and operated a busy quilt shop in Washington State for over 20 years. We have a retreat center, an active YouTube channel, and a large pattern line featuring our creations. My two sons work on machines. One daughter-in-law is our videographer, and the other is a long-arm quilter. We are a family that love each other, we laugh together, and every once in a while we get some work done. We have a crew that are saints for their efforts at keeping us on track. Thanks for joining us on our wild ride.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is Wednesday again.
Wednesday again.
It's cold this Wednesday.
It is cold.
It's like 60. It's crazy that last week here we had a high of like 110. And it's crazy. This week it's like, what? That didn't happen. Mother Nature needs to figure her stuff out.
I know.
Whether we're going to be warm or kind of chilly, because my kids are very confused.
Yeah.
Why I can't wear shorts today, because it's too cold for shorts.
I know. And you just don't know. You leave the house in a jacket.
Right, and you never know. In 2 hours.
Like,
yeah, it could change. So
yeah, weird weather.
It's crazy.
Weird, strange stuff. So, yeah. We'll see. So this week is kind of fun for us because this is the week that we are hosting our flower garden retreat. So excited. A lot of the gals that, we've never met in person that, we've gotten to know through Zoom classes and ordering and personal shopping and different things. So we get to meet a bunch of new friends. And old friends that we've retreated with previously. So we're super excited to do that, and it's such a party. We have such a good time doing it, so we're pretty much all kind of ready to go. But I think it'll be weird because the box opening, just you and Eliza are going to do that.
Eliza will hang out with me.
Yeah, and so
it'll be fun though. For tonight, it'll be nice and easy. We're gonna just do like some clearance, mostly clearance. We don't have enough boxes to open new stuff today, but we're just gonna do a bunch of panels, some patterns, some kits, so good stuff. It's stuff you haven't seen yet. So
I saw the stack of some of the panels. Some of those panels
are good stuff. Yeah,
really good stuff. Yeah. So there's some good things, and there's a special thing that's in there too. So you guys will want to not miss that. So that'll be good. And then the other thing this week, what else? The other thing was that. Yesterday and Monday were the two videos that we did with Laura Estes. And you know what's funny is I've always said Laura Estes, and she was telling me a little story, and she says Estes.
Estes. Oh.
It's going to take me a while to get used to that because I've said her name wrong for forever. She's never corrected me, but I think it's Laura Estes. But I was going to mention somebody had messaged and said, now wait, I don't understand where her shop is. She does not have a quilt shop. There is a quilt shop in Odessa. There was one for a long time and it closed, and now there's a new one that's going to be opening pretty soon. Yeah, pretty soon. But Laura is a designer. So she designs all of her patterns, stencils, quilting stencils, tools, notions, all kinds of things. So she is a designer. She does have a website, but she goes to market and sells her stuff to other shops. What do you have?
What do you have now?
Tights. She says, Mom, they tied. Oh, honey. I will say, who did this?
They started with a cape, Lizzie.
Oh, Lizzie.
I'm afraid of bags. Don't you know?
Honey. Just running, tattling.
Eliza did it. Eliza did it. There.
Okay.
You're all better. You can have your necklace back now. There you go.
Thank you for saving me.
You good? Eliza's like, she ran.
Yeah, she came and told on you.
She
Good
did.
thing I have a little treat.
Real fast.
What were we saying?
So she doesn't have a quilt shop. She's just the designer in Odessa, and she goes to market and she sells to other quilt shops.
So
wherever.
you might have found her things in your local quilt shop. So, but her stuff, the tools, this was the one that we were talking about. I didn't hold it up in the video, but this is the pattern, and you can see it comes with that little tool. This is our #1 seller, is for people to make those. And this is the bundle that we did of the 4 tools, and it's all of her little ruching tools, because that's what happens is somebody will pick one and go, oh yeah, I'm going to make some, and then
it's addicting.
Quickly quickly they want the other ones because it's just about different sizes. So anyway, so that was super fun.
And it's a really good
comment.
And it's a really good, just any other handwork. It's just the same. Just if you're traveling, it's just really fun. And it's something that's like Eliza's age. Someone who's 7-ish could do it. If you feel like, oh, they are really bored in the car and we can't color, but let's just do some of this because it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just going to pull it and you're going to make this really pretty flower. So any age can really do this in the car, on a campfire, in a trailer if it's raining outside and we can't be outside anyways. It's a really good indoor project for any age, even for little boys. I think Wyatt would get a kick out of it. I think it's really fun, and that's why there's so many patterns where she has put the flowers on things, because you make all these flowers and then you think, well, what am I gonna do with all these flowers? So you can put them all on a pillow or decorate the centers of other blocks. So anyway, so super fun. And then the quilt behind us, this was actually a block of the month that we did 3 years ago. Probably 3.
And if you guys are familiar with Janet Nesbitt, she has, she's been doing it for 20 years also. Another local designer from Reardon, Washington. And she does this crazy kind of stack and whack cutting kind of method. And these are... she has a lot of different books. We have all of her books on our website. But Brianna is doing a class... that's going to air on Monday. And Brianna's going to show you how to make the star.
Yes.
And so you'll have to tune into that. And she's going to make a patriotic quilt out of that. So
it's really fun. It's something that you can always get your points out. I mean, there's it's not even fussy. You just sew it, trim it, sew it together.
Super. You cannot mess up.
No, you cannot.
You cannot.
Totally good.
Yeah.
So if you're super fussy, maybe if you're like a perfectionist, like, oh, it has to have my points, this is perfect for you.
Yeah.
Because it is not fussy and you're going to come out perfect every single time.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah.
You'll really love it. So be sure
that's
on Monday. And then next week we'll give you we're going to try to do some candid shots and little video clips of the highlights. Of the retreat, so you guys can see, because I think at the moment there are still a couple, maybe one spot left in the Sunny Days retreat, which is in July. And so if you're still kind of on the fence,
and I think there's 2 spots left in the machine embroidery retreat.
Is there? Oh, you had.
I think there's 2 because I had a cancellation. So I think there's 2. But if you are not a machine embroiderer, come anyways. If you just want to sew on something fun and it's the perfect time to come up in September, just come and play with us. It doesn't matter. You might learn something new. You might be inspired to upgrade your machine. You might just find new friends. Yeah, it's fun. You don't have to do what we're doing.
No, we don't care.
We're just all about, friends.
Yeah.
We don't get a lot done, but
no.
We try.
It is a fun time. It is important for us, for people to have a good time, meet some friends, eat some good food. Maybe learn something new, but I think we've mentioned before, we've had scrapbookers come to our quilting retreats, and we welcome them with open arms and lots of bits of paper everywhere.
And stickers.
Yeah, stickers. Yeah, it's kind of fun. But, and then one last little update is the cruise.
Yes.
We're filling up. There's so excited. We're doing our reservations today. We're booking those, and Ray is helping us with those. And I was talking with him yesterday, and he said that, now Carnival Cruise Line, some of the other cruise lines, they're lifting the mask thing if you're vaccinated and you're okay. So they're starting to do all of that, and we don't know by the time we go in August, it'll be whatever the CDC recommended guidelines are. Right. So we're believing that we won't have to wear a mask unless you feel like you want to. But, all of us are vaccinated, and we just want to get out there. We just want to get out there, have a good time, have fun. And I still feel, I was telling Ray this, because he's leaving on the 19th, he and his family, for the Caribbean.
Oh.
And I said, I'm not brave enough yet to leave the country. And he says, well, maybe I'll say
I don't know.
I'm going to go. And it's like, I think that's how everybody is everybody's just itching to get back to life as normal. It's just been such a long time. And, the other thing, too, is all of the shipping problems,
Oh, my gosh.
It's every part of the you know, what we're seeing here, and our fabric coming in late, and notions that we run out of and we're not able to get them, and now chlorine tablets. You know, people with pools.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're saying that the problem is that people are hoarding them. They know, they hear the slightest little whiff of, it might be, you know, our supplies running low. Oh, I'm buying 14 buckets.
Right.
You know, and that's what's causing problems. If people would just calm down. Yeah. It's like the toilet paper shortage. There didn't need to be one if people didn't freak out. So,
yeah. Crazy.
Anyways.
I don't have a pool. That does not affect me.
No.
I have a kiddie pool. We just dump and refill it.
Yeah.
Water the grass.
Chlorine is not going to matter.
No. Because making mud is so much more fun than just sitting in the clean pool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and my voice, somebody's going to ask, so I'm just going to mention, it is campfire
Oh,
voice.
yeah.
It's the funniest thing because I am so affected by cigarette smoke. I don't like it at all. I immediately get stuffed up. I have this allergic response to it, and I sound like this, and so I avoid it at all costs. But a campfire, I don't know how that's different. It's, you know, I have all this thing and this whole voice, but I still hover over the campfire the whole time. And, you know, I did not tell you about our fishing trip, did I? Mm-mm. See, and it's funny because Mary asked this. She said about, you know, oh, I love watching you guys, and you guys are so funny, and, you know, something about rehearsing or whatever. And I said, oh, no, it's absolutely reality television.
You get it right from the source.
Yeah. This really is real. You know, this is our conversation.
Very spontaneous.
Yeah, because we were talking about that, you know, all of these people that are addicted to reality television. It's like the Kardashians are not reality television, and the Real Housewives of whatever.
Yeah.
You know, if it's real and spontaneous. So this really is just us having coffee with friends and having a conversation, and absolutely unscripted at all. We might have notes of things we wanted to make sure and tell you, so we feel like, you know, we can give some information about the rest of it. But anyway, so we went fishing.
Yes. I told Wyatt, because he wanted to, of course, go to Nana's, and he was upset that you did not take him fishing.
I should have.
But I wanted to go fishing. Yeah, I know, but...
Honey, we'll take him.
But, yeah. He's like, well, we'll go see her. Like, yeah, when she's done going fishing.
When she's home.
And you tell her that you want to go fishing.
Yes.
But it was pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have these friends, Mary and John Linth. They live in Montesano, which is southwest of Olympia, Washington, and they have been going up to north of Kettle Falls to do walleye fishing for, I think she said, like 15 years. They've been going up there for a really long time. And in fact, we met them. It was a really long, strange story about how we met them, but we met them while they were on their way going up there, and their trip was delayed. But anyway, we have for several years have wanted to go with them, and it's a family thing. It's John and Mary and John's brother Jared, and it's Jared's boat, and John and Mary bring their big Airstream trailer. But anyway, we finally got invited to go up with them, and it was just this last weekend. And I was a little nervous because John is a very sensible man, you know, and I think I'm a little much for
for a lot.
I'm a lot.
We know.
And Jared is very he's very smart and very stoic. I think maybe even just a little bit of Asperger's. So I have to admit, I was a little nervous. It's like, oh man, I need to be really careful so that we get invited back. Just keep it calm. And so, anyway, so we were a little nervous anyway. But we went up Friday, spent the night. We found a little we had reservations for this little hotel in Kettle Falls, and that's where we stayed. Just this charming older place, and it was really nice. And then we went up and had dinner with them Friday night, and then Saturday we were 19 miles from where it is, and it's on Lake Roosevelt. And the funny thing is we call Lake Roosevelt a lake, but it is not a lake at all.
No.
It's a wide spot in the Columbia River that was created when the dams all went in. And so it's a really nice recreational spot. It's everybody's favorite place to go. It's a really popular lake in Washington, but it isn't truly a lake. So anyway, so we were on the boat at 5 o'clock in the morning. And this boat, it's what was it? Probably maybe a 16 or 18 foot boat. And we got on the boat. It was cold. and we had to drive 9 miles up the river, up to where this special spot is. And it was walleye fishing, which is kind of weird. You fish on the bottom.
On the bottom.
So it was a little strange, a little different from the type of fishing that we do. But anyway, so we were there 3 hours. Now, I knew, you know, I think that sometimes in families on boats there's some sort of a little bucket situation, you know, which was what we did.
Yeah.
But this is not a family situation, so I don't know if there was a bucket, but I knew. So I only had 2 cups of coffee that morning because I go to the bathroom like every 20 minutes in the morning.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be the one that made us go ashore so I could find a tree or, you know, I didn't want to do any of that. So I was kind of careful. But nonetheless, probably an hour and a half into this 3-hour fishing trip, I had to go to the bathroom. And I kept thinking, all right, medically, I know how large my bladder is. And I know that nothing bad is going to happen. And you just have to stop thinking about it because it's all going to be fine. So I was sitting there fairly uncomfortable for the last hour and a half. But I didn't want to be the one. I was hoping somebody else was going to want to go ashore. Nobody did. And it was getting colder and colder. All I had on was, I did have on a couple of shirts and I had on a sweatshirt because you're right. Last week was all 110 degree weather.
Who would have thought?
Was not planning on being that cold. Anyway, so the guys happened to notice that black clouds were coming in. Oh, and by the way, we were catching tons of fish. It really was a good fishing trip. But anyway, the black clouds were coming in, so they said, well, maybe we should go ahead and head back. And thinking,
Yes.
I have to be
Thank you,
so
Mother Nature.
Yeah, and I knew it was still probably a 20-minute, boat ride back to where we were. I thought, oh, that'll be really good. So we reel in our poles, put everything away, get all settled in, and the boat won't start.
Oh no!
Won't start. They're pushing this button. You know, all 3 guys. Oh, and I didn't tell you this part. Mary didn't go with us. Mary decided to stay back at camp.
Oh.
And because the boat wasn't, she totally would have fit on there. And we kind of tried to argue with her a little, and no, I am not. I'm staying here. And I thought, okay, fine. So it was the 3 guys, my husband, John, and Jared, and me, which is also uncomfortable because, you know,
Guy talk.
3 guys.
Yeah.
Guy talk, which is no talk, because I think the fishes can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know.
And maybe that was the thing, was they didn't want Mary and I cackling, you know, the whole time.
Oh, you must play him the whole time.
I could have been.
Robert hates going fishing with me, because even if it's just Robert,
oh, look at that bird.
Yeah.
Is that an eagle? I don't even know. Oh, what?
Why are we fishing in the sun? It's freaking hot right here. Can we, like, go over there? No, the fish are in the sun. How do you know that?
What kind of snacks do we have up there?
Yeah, hates it.
Yeah, there's a thing. I know. We just like, you and I?
Yeah. They were like, you wait, can you make a lunch for us? Just be 20 minutes. Yeah, we'll fast. Deal.
The other thing that I noticed is that while we're fishing, these other boats, they would come like within like a foot.
Really?
Because what you do is you stop and then you kind of drift down. And then you had this little trolling motor and we'd go back up and we would drift down. We had this one little shore thing. Yeah. And everybody was there was a lot of boats. And you know what's funny is I'm thinking, hey, how are you? Where you from? You know?
No. That is not good fishing etiquette.
No one does that. Do not speak to that boat. And here's the other thing. If the other boat guy says, are you catching anything? You know what the answer is? No.
Oh, I know. They don't want you to hone in on their spot.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. I promise it was not Vegas. It was not alcohol. I have no idea, though, how we lost the last half of our video. I'm still trying to fix it, but we didn't want you guys to miss out. So, tune in next week to finish this hilarious fishing story with Cindy, and tune in at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time this Friday, and I will make it up to you for Fabric Friday. See you guys then.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.